let me pull this up. I might be slimmer than him now. So this is one photograph here. Let me pull this up.
Oh my God.
Now again,
the Nirvana shirt just to impress in April. That is so funny.
Again, I'm talking
He's
to
doing
him.
the worm again.
I like feel sorry for him.
Man has scoliosis
Like
or
he's
something.
He's
What's going
shaped like one of those Men in Black aliens.
I don't know.
Yeah,
this is probably the big coup de grace here, but I guess people think I don't have anything. I'm bullshitting, and I didn't go through. I'm not trying to get the guy put in jail at all. So this is a picture, and again, I'm not even trying to hide what I'm saying, but the main part is, and again, I'm sympathizing with him. I've said this on air that, and some people like talk shit about April. April kind of commands a room. She's very, I don't know what the term is, but she kind of lights up the place. And
well, she has telepathy. She's a mega mind. She can actually force you to pay attention to her through her powers. She's like Professor X.
Well, people, I've seen people talk shit about her looks. If you saw her in person, anyway, and she's just funny. She's fun to hang around with. I understand why he likes her for sure. But okay,
she's the dirtiest ape in the zoo.
Nah. Oh boy. All right. This says, I don't know if you can read this, but it says, "Don't care, miss this, don't actually want anyone else." And can
wait, that's Nick saying that about her?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't have that picture of her. This is an unseen photograph, as far as I know.
Can you move it up a bit? I can't see the response, or you're trying to hide it.
Oh, well, I think I said. Hold on, let me see.
Who is he saying this to?
He's talking to me.
Oh my God.
Dude,
why would he tell you this?
Well, you know what? I had no plans of. Let me switch back to you guys real quick, just so you can see your face. I think that's enough for right now. But I was thinking the same thing, but I had no plans of ever dropping this. But things kind of came to a head, and it's much less telling Ice. I think that's really why he won't disavow Ice Dancer. Really, is because she has to have the mother load of everything. He talks to her every day about it, and I still can't.
What was the date on that photo?
That was June. Well, I don't know when the date of the.
I mean, just the message.
Let's see. I'd have to actually look in the DMs. June 18th. It was around that time. It was the night after I went on Keanu and Gino's show, and he thanked me for defending his marriage, actually, which I thought was kind of weird. Then he started talking about, I want this other woman. I'm in love with her, really. But that's how the conversation started. And again, I'll just repeat it. Don't care, miss this. Don't actually want anyone else.
Can you?
Oh yeah, of course. He wants to ditch the wife. He wants to ditch the kids. He wants to live the Hollywood lifestyle.
I don't know.
All these misses.
I mean, he could have done that. So like, I don't know if maybe it's just.
Well, I mean, people have said that if he breaks up with his wife, he's going to lose the trust fund. Those sort of things. Nobody really knows, but that's the theory.
Well, if like I said to him, if she's told me all this, no telling what she's told Mersh, because she was talking to him months before, right? So he might be afraid of both these motherfuckers, right? And maybe he just decided whatever Ralph has, and he knows what I have. It's just it's better for me to not disavow them and not let whatever they have drop versus whatever me dropping what I have, right? So can you get that? I'm not even trying to hide what I say.
I'm sure they can.
What do I say? I said,
we're seeing it.
I said, I do not blame you. When I saw her, I was like, whoa, ah ha ha. And then I mentioned her.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you're saying now.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, yeah. So I've said that before. So
you're saying this is June of this year?
Yeah.
God damn, I mean, that's over a year after, and he's still thinking about this, pining for this dumb bitch while his wife's off in Mexico alone. That is crazy.
It was just the first woman that really gave him some attention. It's not that hard to say, right?
I don't know that she.
Like if you marry the first chick you meet in college when you go to sign up for Taekwondo or whatever, and you end up being a male cheerleader.
Yeah. And
then you actually get some attention as someone that's actually paying attention to you rather than just spending all their nights in the Delta Quadrant. Of course, he's still pining for her.
I said the Delta Quadrant. I said it earlier. Like Nick is just a born dork, and he can't believe that any woman would actually be interested. That's why it was so easy to catfish him with the Mandy thing. Like you could
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was so funny. Yeah.
anybody out there right now, you could catfish Nick. It would take one DM. Boom, you're in. Ice Dancer did it.
So I don't know if this can be capped correctly or not. And I'm old now, so I kind of have to wait. Let me try to a little bit bigger. Sometimes it cuts it off the screen though. Yeah, see. But there's more. Women hit me up nonstop these days. Married chicks. I'm out here accidentally landing. It's not great. ROFL. Now, to me, I don't know. Landing means. I mean, I take that. I never really use that term. I usually say smash or whatever. But like, landing pussy is kind of what I took that to mean, right? And then I said, I can testify. You know, I've had some chicks that I probably shouldn't have, a little bit out of my league, not Ice Dancer, by the way, but they, you know, just because I'm known as like this wild guy, and not necessarily to his level, even though I might be a little wilder, but I said, yeah, I can testify. I mentioned Tusi in Colombia, which of course I've never had any, but, and then he said, yes, sounds fun. I don't ask for much. I'm a lot of fun. I'm a fun guy. And that's the rumor.
Wait a second. Hang on. The bottom part of that, is that a screenshot he is sending you messages?
Yeah, that's why. That's not me saying that to him. Obviously, that would be gay.
So that's him talking to a woman. He's cheating on his wife.
Well, I don't know if he was, you know, I can't say that part because I don't know. But see, that cut that off. So this was so this is him talking to some chick. I don't know. And he's talking to her. That's the yes is to her. And she's speaking in purple. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, sounds fun. I don't ask for much. The woman says, I'm a lot of fun. I'm a fun guy. She says, that's the rumor. And there's a little emoji there. I can't tell which kind. I'm almost blind now. Not actually, but then it says, and then he says, haha, oh, damn it. And then I said, LMAO, dude, I can only imagine. Bored married chicks. They heard all these stories, etc. They want to know. So, yeah, that was the screenshot there.
Oh, my God.
I mean, he knows a thing or two about a bored married chick. His one is spending her nights playing with Lego rather than him.
Again, I don't know. Maybe that's just the arrangement, you know, that's they have or whatever. I couldn't say really.
He really doesn't know how good he had it. Like, it's just never enough, man. I mean, this whole swinger, this whole hedonism thing, like, most guys nowadays can't even land a girl. They're all dreaming about getting married, having kids. He's a millionaire. He's got a wife. He's got 5 kids. You know, nowadays a YouTuber gets married and has a kid, and they're like, he won. PewDiePie won the internet. He's the only YouTuber who won. Nick had that 5 times over, and he's just throwing it away.
Well, for me, it's not even that. It's like, why, man? I don't know. I don't see why he's here. I mean, he can stay around if he wants, but it just doesn't seem to be good for him. Man, this is such a ruthless hit right here.
I'm looking forward to this one.
I mean, just in general, I don't know if you guys all understand me. But anyway, whatever. This is the life we chose. Let's see if this is fully. So this is one of our last times together. She was stunning. And I mean, she does look great in the photo, but it's like.
Is this around the same time period?
This is all in the same conversation.
This is all my.
So you can look up the date. I recall June 18th when I was screen capping, but it was the night I went on with Gino and Keanu.
Nice.
So
yeah.
I mean, it's very easy. Well, yeah, I mean, and again, yeah, exactly. And maybe she was there. I don't know, a wedding, whatever. I don't know the reason, but I know he was by himself for a whole week. And his wife was just chilling in Mexico. But let's see. Hope she is now. Let me see. Make sure you can still screen cap this. I hope she is now. I miss her. I don't doubt that. She's really fun to be around and easy on the eyes. Her boyfriend won't let me see her for some reason. And then I said handcuffing her, LOL, which is exactly what I would be doing too, quite honestly. And he goes, no idea why. Oh, she sent a message. I think it was about M-Hole. Okay, let me read this from the other screen so I can make it bigger. Life is so perfect. Fuck that guy into the ground. She's talking about M-Hole. I'm still hoping he thinks my black and white Insta post 3 months ago was about him. If you happen to look at my Twitter, I'm dead. It literally has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the meaning of the word law in my life. Remember when she was April Law or whatever?
Yeah, that was weird. What was that?
There was some strange. That was anyway. But it's going to make for some great trolling. Keep living, baby. I'm so good right now. I wish you could see me doing it. And then let's see. The next image kind of directly follows up on that. Let's see. Okay, now let me go back. It's already on the screen, but I changed on the other. I said, that's awesome. She's doing good. That's what I said. That was my response. I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool that she's doing good after all this. I guess I could have sent that to myself. And then he goes, oh, this was a long time ago. She wasn't doing well. Ha, ha, ha. So I guess maybe she was coping in that or whatever. I hope she is now. I miss her. So he goes,
so
everything we did was leather and cool. I said, and I mentioned some 90s jacket I used to have.
Imagine the smell.
I mentioned this 90s jacket I used to have. There's some picture out there somewhere, but anyway. And then he says, yeah, you've been killing it. I miss my dietary supplement, which, I mean, that can be interpreted, I guess, different.
As cocaine.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. But
I mean, Nick has talked about the virtues of drugs, and he's never said that he misses them. He just, he said that he misses them. He just never said they were bad. He'd be doing them now if the government wasn't.
There's another. He does talk about trying to work it out with Kayla. So
work it out with his wife.
Well,
yeah, everything's good, I guess.
Well, this one is slightly embarrassing to me too, but that's the one where I was talking about her being like, "Whoa," when I saw her. But he says, "I have a weird feeling that she and I have more story left, but I have no idea how."
Oh, just keep believing. 2 more weeks, trust the plan. April's going to break up with her husband and come back to him. Then he can run away to California.
Well, you know what? I'm going to read this, and I probably shouldn't, but it's going to be screen capped anyway. But I said, I've thought that as well about you guys. I hadn't thought that really about them, but I mean, because that seemed like unlikely. Regardless. But I said, a friend of mine who is no longer a friend, this is Dick Masterson who told me this, by the way, but once told me as I was pining for my wife, quote unquote, that you never know what's going to happen, which he was full of shit when he said that, obviously.
You're a romantic, Ralph. Like, are you praying for the Nick April redemption arc?
You know what? There's no such thing as a redemption arc. There's just making good content that people want to watch, right? Like, that's my...
Oh, no, but I mean for his life, right? Like getting it together, maybe leaving the internet, being happy for once. That might be nice.
Well, yeah. You mean just in general? Yeah, that would be my advice. Yeah. So this one, let's see. At the end, he says, I love Kayla, so I can't see any of this. And I believe he's referring to April at that point.
Are we more recent than June now?
No, this was all in one conversation.
It was all just one go.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I only asked because Nick is responding on Twitter. He's watching. Hi, Nick. He says, Ralph really has me now. In June, I missed April, which, hey, don't we all? I still do.
April showers bring May flowers.
Exactly. I still do sometimes. It will take time for that to completely fade. I also, from time to time, miss drugs. Again, you got me. Yeah. Now you're admitting you're just publicly. This is kind of cool, Ralph. You have gotten him to publicly try to own this.
I've shown a lot already, and if he wants to dump everything, I told him some personal shit too. So whatever. He did tell me I was insane. That might actually be true. But he said that just a few moments ago. But as far as the Worski thing, that's what I recall. And he said that's a lie. That's what I recall. So if you're saying it didn't happen, okay. But
Just sent you this message right here.
no, the one about the Knoxville thing that I talked about earlier. So, he's saying it's not true. That's my recollection. Maybe it's a false memory. I don't know, but that's what I recall. So, the Ralph that fights everyone in the dead sector, which was wrong there. That's kind of was the point of this show, really, to bury this thing. But I mean, never mind. I've explained that already. Every warrior needs to plow the fields for a while before sunset. Look, you coming at me over still having feelings for April or doing whippets isn't pleasant, but people already think that shit anyway. My feelings for April are genuine, but just pain because life has probably permanently separated us. And I believe it is painful. I can understand. I'd like to move on, but it just takes time. As for whippets, I don't do them anymore. They're the most destructive thing I've ever experienced. Well, you haven't been on Xan, I'll tell you that. Don't.
He probably has.
Well, I'm repeating myself, but that stuck out to me because, I know that he's talking to her. She told me, and he's, according to her, again, these are her statements. I do have some recordings somewhere, but there's like 1,000 of them. So this is according to what she said, that he's so funny, and mine's still blown that she was telling me this. He's so funny when he's on Galaxy Gas. And I don't think I don't care. Use whatever drug you want, but like she's laughing at him. She's laughing at you, Nick. This is not a friend, bro. She's laughing at you. Melton's laughing at you, right? Some people think Jesse's laughing at me right now. I don't know. But I organized this show. This wasn't something I was put up to. This was a response to aggression, honestly. And so, maybe he wasn't directly caught in this, but he kind of was, right? And I don't know. He could have disavowed these people, but I'm sure she has the mother load. So
it's all coming one way or the other. She's gonna drop this stuff on somebody.
She's going
Something's
to.
gonna happen.
Well, that's what I was telling him in DMs. You probably should cut it out now, right? Because anyway. As for whippets, I don't do them anymore. Yeah, so I read that. And so, him telling me that when, according to her, that's not true, at least 3 weeks ago. So maybe he's quit since then. I don't know. But
that's not true.
That's not true. Yeah, according to her, that's not true.